Maintaining global environmental standards relies on 9 core international treaties, each designed to mitigate specific industrial and biological threats. These agreements are organized into 3 distinct pillars: atmosphere and climate, hazardous materials and weapons, and biodiversity. Categorizing these mandates distinguishes between the regulation of airborne emissions, the trade of toxic goods, and the active preservation of living habitats. The atmosphere pillar begins with the Vienna Convention and the Montreal Protocol. These treaties provide the legal framework for a global phase-out of chlorofluorocarbons to prevent ozone destruction and the resulting increase in skin cancer risks. This 1986 satellite data visualization demonstrates the scale of the ozone hole over Antarctica that prompted these specific reductions. Expanding beyond chemical phase-outs, the Kyoto Protocol commits state parties to reduce human-made carbon dioxide emissions based on the scientific consensus regarding global warming. This shift from targeting specific ozone-depleting substances to broader greenhouse gas targets reflects the evolving complexity of international climate governance. The pillar for chemicals and waste is anchored by the Basel Convention, which prevents the transfer of hazardous waste from developed nations to less developed countries. Supplementary protections include the Rotterdam Convention's informed consent procedures for chemical imports and the Stockholm Convention's mandate to eliminate persistent organic pollutants. These trade regulations are reinforced by the Geneva Protocol, which prohibits the use of chemical and biological weapons in international armed conflicts. This absolute ban was a direct response to the battlefield deployment of poisonous gases, which necessitated the development of early chemical defense technology. Managing these hazards requires a combination of shared responsibility, strict labeling protocols, and the total elimination of substances that persist in the environment. The third pillar addresses biodiversity, specifically through the Cartagena Protocol's focus on the risks posed by genetically modified organisms resulting from modern biotechnology. While Cartagena manages biological risks, the Ramsar Convention focuses on habitat preservation, providing a framework for the conservation and sustainable use of wetlands. These vast wetland ecosystems are protected as essential waterfowl habitats and vital resources for regional biological diversity. Sustaining these ecosystems requires actively balancing industrial and technological advancement with the preservation of essential natural habitats. These 9 treaties establish the fundamental architecture for international environmental governance. Operational success within this framework depends on strict compliance with phase-out schedules, open information exchange, and the commitment to shared international responsibility.